line. Brings up fourth down. 5 yards to go.
Looks like Mercy's better. Good sign.
So at least hold it until you can get switched over.
I'll just start following the play.
Set the balls. Hey! Any rules?
Timeout. Galva.
Be proud. Saturday. Out loud. We are the Wildcats. We are the Cats. Mighty, mighty Cats. Hey, 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 hey. Stand up. Be proud. Saturday. Out loud. We are the Wildcats. We are the Cats. Mighty, mighty Cats. Hey, 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 hey. Stand up. Be proud. Saturday. Out loud. We are the Wildcats. We are the Cats. Mighty, mighty Cats. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, make sure that's on autofocus. I'll have to look at the menu here. Hold on a second.
Auto up in the left-hand corner.
Okay. Zoom all the way across there on them. It looks out of focus. Zoom all the way across. Is that as far as it'll go?
Yeah, that's all the way.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me look. Okay, zoom in on the players. Zoom in on the players. Tight. Okay, we're good. You're good. And we got good signal.
Ball's down at the 48-yard line. West Central will take over. 1st and 10. From the Galva 48. It's time for a shout out to our Galva High School cheerleading squad. This year's members include Madison Moore, Madison Bates, Lily Whiteman, Ella Ingalls, Sage Kaiser, Isabel Wygan, Arabella Porter, and Naya Roman. The cheerleaders are coached by Michelle Mersman. Carried by number 34, LaFerry. Four-yard gain on the play.
Is that right now? Yeah.
Yeah, ball's on the floor, so it might have been 5.
Brings up second down. 5 to go for the Heat. Touchdown. West Central. Number 17, McGraw on the carry for the Heat. Good enough for a touchdown, bringing our score to West Central 14, Galva 0.
Number 8, straight up.
That was 8.
The run is by number 8, Kelly. The conversion is good. West Central, 16. Galva 0.
Yeah, we're going to want to know the rule, Mike. It's not the first half.
I like this. A little bit slower.
You're right, Randy. Move up. Good kid. Move up. Right.
23 Gustafson back to receive for the Wildcats. Gustafson on the return for the Wildcats. Galva will take over first and 10 from their own 22-yard line.
Looks like 22. Take off a second.
Outside. Yeah, that was open outside.
24 Holstrom on the carry for the Wildcats. Short gain on the play brings up second down and 10 for Galva.
Everybody yell! Go Wildcats, go! Go Wildcats! Everybody yell! Go Wildcats, go! Go Wildcats! Everybody yell! Go Wildcats, go! Go Wildcats! Everybody yell!
Penalty is on West Central. Brings a Wildcat first and 10. The Wildcats take over first and 10 from their 33-yard line.
All right, folks, as you can hear, a little different audio tonight. We're having some audio issues. We had a board break on us, so we are doing things a little different. We have an open mic, so we will do our commercials. We'll do some live reads possibly in a little bit. It is 16-0. West Central here in the
Brings
first
up
quarter.
second down, 10 yards to go for the Wildcats.
We'll tell you more about the game. A couple touchdowns so far. You'll be able to hear the announcer throughout. As soon as we get everything figured out, we'll come back. I'm going to work on the scoreboard for you folks at home now.
Pass from Bird is complete. Number 23, Gustafson. Gain of 7 on the play. Brings up third down and 3 for the Wildcats.
The 7-yard ball.
Flag on the play. Ball is offsides on West Central. It's a 5-yard penalty. Bringing up 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. First and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 45-yard line.
First and 10, let's do it again. Go! Go! First and 10, let's do it again. Go! Go!
Number 12, Bird on the keeper. Gain of 4 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 6 yards to go.
Oh yeah, that's what Tommy was out there. Yeah.
Send me that.
This should work. This should work.
He was winding.
No.
Number 12, Bird again on the keeper. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Coming to these. Oh, yeah.
Number 12, Bird from the quarterback keeper. Brought down for a loss on the play. Brings up 4th down. 4 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Linebacker's feeling. Linebacker's feeling.
Flag on the play. Delay of game on the Wild. The pass by Hurd is complete to number 2, Bucky. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Galva has it 1st and 10 at the West Central 36-yard line. Number 12, Hurd's pass is incomplete. Brings up 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Bird's pass is complete to number 23, Gustafson. Gain of 4 yards on the play.
Hi, Shirley.
30 seconds till.
Brings up third down. 6 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Good drive. Yeah!
For 12, Bird's pass. Intended for number 23, Gustafson, is incomplete. Brings up fourth down. 6 yards to go. Number 12, Bird's pass, intended for number 2, Funky, is incomplete.
Tommy, a little bit, so far.
Turnover on downs. We'll give the ball to West Central from their own 33-yard line. First and 10 for the Heat.
Well, we are going to break now.
Those comebacks, they're all there. It's bad. You gotta keep out of the middle. Watch the plan. Tommy doesn't try to keep nothing behind you. And around again. Same as
There is a flag on the play. Legal block on the back. West Central nullifies the touchdown. At the end of the first quarter.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
back. As we are here at Galva High School, it is 16-0 as we head to the second quarter. So again, you'll be able to hear the announcer very clearly with the audio system we're using tonight. This will be a one-week deal with us doing 6 games. We found out today we had a bad mixing board, so we apologize for that. We'll solve that problem for next week, even though we don't have 6 games in one night next week. We will have that problem solved and take care of it for you folks at home. Hopefully you're able to enjoy the game nonetheless. Last play of the first quarter got called back on a touchdown run. This one is going to go the distance after the penalty to end the first quarter. It's going to go back the other way for a
touchdown. West Central.
75-plus yard touchdown.
West Central on the carry line, number 8, Kelly. Brings our score to West Central 22. Galva 0.
If anybody is watching, if you can hear us, if you can hear me talking right now, let us know. Yeah, I figured it was tweaking out. Does it sound better now that we've come back? I unplugged a couple things. I've been working on a couple different mixers that we have. Let me know if it's working better for you folks at home.
Conversion is good. On the run by number 17, McGraw. Score is West Central 24. Galva 0. Gustafson, 54 Davis, and 2 Funky back for the Wildcats.
Anyway, Brian. Good job, Brian.
Jeffrey falls on the ball. Galva will take over. 1st and 10. From their own 37-yard line.
Good job, Brian.
You got credentials?
Safety blitz. They have a blitz. Work.
44 Holster on the carry for a gain of 5 yards. Brings up 2nd down, 5 yards to go for the Wildcats.
No, it's right. He's fantastic.
Coming up again.
Pitches to 23, Gustafson on the carry. Brought down for a loss on the play.
It's perfectly all right.
Brings up 3rd down and long. From the Wildcat 36-yard line.
Okay, we changed the input. Let me know, folks at home, if you can hear me, if this is any better or worse. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's reading okay on our computer. Oh, big hit on the quarterback. It's going to fall innocently enough, incomplete, but a huge hit on the quarterback on a 3rd and long play. Be 4th and about 12 for the Wildcats. 24-0 is the score here early in the second quarter. 10:35 to go in quarter number 2. They'll be back to punt. Looks like back to punts Alec Gustafson, 5'9", 151-pound senior. Gets it off barely. Might have been touched. It's going to roll. Get a good Wildcats roll, though, inside the 35 to about the 32. Actually, the 34, excuse me.
Gustafson's punt is down around the 33-yard line by Rotsef.
And
West Central takes over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
Like number 21, Bryant Jeffrey, tight end cornerback. We had him on the preseason show earlier this week. Like he might have gotten accidentally tapped in the wrong area there. I'm not real sure, but Coach was telling him to, Coach Mark Jeffrey telling him to sit down, go down, and regroup yourself a little bit. That's always a bad spot. Okay, thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. We'll go with this method. We'll have a much better deal next week. I apologize. We just had some problems today getting all the shows together. That was part of the reason why we were late. I was trying to make sure I could figure out a way to make sure you guys could see something. So we did miss one touchdown, but you've been able to watch the rest. 10:26 to go here in quarter number 2. It's 24-0. And Jeffrey's going to get up and walk off under his own power. Bryant Jeffrey, a sophomore, 6'4", 180, a great kid. As I mentioned, we had him at the Hometown Bar and Grill for the preseason show for the Illinois 8-Man Football Association on Wednesday night. Absolutely great kid. I think he was a little nervous to be on the broadcast, but he was a super nice kid. Was there with a few players from Ridgewood, so we were happy to get that show and get it together. Coach Kirby and Coach Jeffrey were both there as well during the coaches roundtable. Hopefully you folks liked that, enjoyed it, and we'll do it again. We'll have a playoff show this fall as well. Here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 34. Handoff is going to be on the end around, presses it back up inside, and he might go. It's Cody Wade, and he's got one man to beat. He's going to do it 20-15, 10-5, touchdown, a one-play drive for the Heats, and it's 30-0. West Central here with 10:13 to go in the second quarter.
Touchdown West Central on the run by number 81, Wade.
That was Cody Wade, junior tight end defensive back, as he came on the end around. Got the second handoff after the fake. Glad to see that the Wildcats at the I8FA meeting a couple weeks ago talking about low numbers. They were able to find a few more kids willing to come out and play. They're not able to play this week. They will get to play next week. Couldn't get enough. I8FA, and which I8FA follows those same rules. You have to have a certain number of practices in before you can play, and they didn't get them in. Now somebody's asking a Wildcat for another player out there. And they had 7. There's 8. Late onto the field is number 12. Cyrus Hurd, 5'11", 199-pound junior, quarterback and defensive end. So back up under center for the Heat, going to be number 4, Gage Stimson. He's going to hand off to the guy that's got a couple touchdowns already. That's Graham Kelly, a freshman running back.
Conversion is good on the run by number 8, Kelly.
And the conversion after all that is good. It makes it 32-0. 10:13 to go here in the first half. Kelly has a couple touchdowns of his own. Several extra points as well, as the Heat offense has had its way with the defense of the Wildcats. But the Wildcats offense has actually moved the ball a little bit. They were down inside the 30 of the Heat at the end of the first quarter, but turned it over on downs. So the Wildcats offense has been able to move the ball a little bit, just haven't been able to stick one in the end zone yet. See if they can get that done here before the end of the first half. We will be covering and bringing you all the West Central Heat games this season. Normally be John Burton, but because of our audio issues, and then also because of a couple of employee issues, we had to switch things around a little bit. So we appreciate you guys hanging with us. If you're watching, hop in the live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. That goes for the Wildcats and or the Heat. We'd love to see where you're watching from. If you're enjoying it, kicking off was number 52, Jeremy Ford. Up back takes it, and a nice return out to the 44-yard line.
Takes the ball up near the 44-yard line. First and 10 for the Wildcats.
I believe that was number 28, Landon Rodseth, on the return. Nice return, as I said, out to the 44-yard line. Be first and 10 Wildcats at their own 44. Trailing 32-0, 10:05 clock running here in quarter number 2. Their offense has been able to move the ball a little bit. We'll see if they're able to continue that as they switch the formation. 2 wideouts now. One tight end far side. Pass down the middle. He's got a receiver down there. Overthrows him just a little bit. Pass intended for Tommy Funky. Is the intended receiver. Fell incomplete. Quarterback Cyrus Hurd lofted it up there, but just a little too far for Funky to run under it. So it'll be second down and 10 from the 44 for the Wildcats. Again, opening night of the 2024 football season. If you're watching on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, there's 7 football games on this evening. A group of them will start here at 7 o'clock. There was an early one for Milledgeville, who I understand had some camera issues as well. So that's kind of the first night. There's Hurd's going to keep it. He's going to have a nice little run, a gain of about 5. Cyrus Hurd goes for a gain of 5. It'll bring up third down and manageable now. 3rd and 5 for the
third down.
Wildcats.
6 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Danielle Covert, thanks for joining in, and thanks for letting us know the audio seems a little better. Watching from rural Biggsville. Now, there's some that might say, now, I grew up, when I was little, I went to Stronghurst, I went to Southern, so I lived in Smithshire. There's some that might say that our towns over there are rural as well, but it is a relatively large West Central school district. But they are putting together a good 8-man football program under the direction of Coach Kirby. Oh, Hurd slips and throws it up, and it's going to be intercepted. Hurd stepped to throw, and his back foot slid out from underneath of him, and it's intercepted by the Heat's number 2, Cooper Gibb. Sophomore QB and defensive back gets the interception. It's first down and 10 for the Heat at the 50-yard line.
West Central takes over first and 10 from their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, I knew we were going to expand our coverage, so I bought some new stuff, but I didn't buy enough new stuff. I counted what I had and thought we had enough, and then it ended up we didn't have quite enough, as some of it didn't work, so we apologize for that. But I think the audio is better now, so hopefully you guys can enjoy the game and just get a hint of what it'll be like as we move farther forward. I know that you guys were able to watch a lot of our postseason coverage of the Heat in years past. We'll move towards that. We're happy to be here in Galva for the Wildcats as well, on a program that is most definitely I think, on the upswing under the direction of Coach Mark Jeffrey. A few extra kids to come out. As you can see them right there at the lower part of your screen. There's 5 of them down there right in a row. 3, 58, 18, 5, and 11, who now a late handoff and cutting back in, going to go for a gain of 15. That is number 17, Alex McGraw, a senior running back, goes for a gain of 15, and it's 1st and 10 for the Heat. Back to what I was talking about, those 5 young men down there in those jerseys are all players that came to the team a little late, so they have to get their practices in, but they'll be out there, and I'm sure that will help the Wildcats as they move forward through the season, as they get a few extra legs underneath them. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line for West Central. Single deep safety with a 3-4 in front of him for the Wildcats. The wing tee, and then there's the handoff. That's going to be the freshman again, Graham Kelly. He's going to go for a gain of about 8. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2.
Galva's number 28, Rod said.
Yeah, that's a pretty generous calling that 8. Nah, they moved it forward. Okay.
Brings up 2nd down. 2 yards to go for the Heat from the Galva 27-yard line.
Well, thanks for agreeing, Daniel. I'm glad. After I said that, I was wondering if I might offend somebody, but I figured by prefacing it, since I was from Smithshire when I was born, I kind of understand my grandmother actually lived by Olena forever. Tammy Klausner, thanks for watching. Watching number 44 from Southwest Missouri. We're happy to have you watching as well. There's a handoff again, and just taking time, finding a lane, and finds a lane all the way to the end zone. It's Alex McGraw for another touchdown.
Touchdown.
And he just waited and waited and waited. And I don't know, did you get the, I didn't see that. I don't know if he got it on camera because I was watching it, but they were literally out there playing guitar, I believe. But the touchdown run is Alex McGraw from about the 27-yard line. I believe it was Noah Johnson out there playing a little guitar after the touchdown run. Back under center Stimson. He's going to delay, roll out right, looking to throw, lofts it up back of the end zone, and it is good. A 2-point conversion pass. It's caught by number 22, Peyton Woodbury, the senior, on the pass from Gage Stimson. A couple seniors connecting there for a 2-point conversion, and it's 40-0 here with 7:17 to go in quarter number 2. Number 8, Graham Kelly. If you think back a couple years to the championship team, there was if I remember correctly, there was a player by the name of Carnes that wore number 8. Big guy, big kid, played quarterback, and Graham Kelly playing running back, not quarterback, but he's built very similar and wearing the number 8 himself and making Carnes proud, I would imagine, the first half here.
Our concession stand. The concession stand is
once again 7:17 to go in the first half.
Please take a moment to visit the concession stand located on the southwest side of the facility.
So we're just a few minutes from a bunch of other football games starting here on TSSR Game Time Live. If you want to tune into any of those, we do have 2 more 8-man football games tonight. We'll talk about that in a second. And up back takes it again, going to go to the 35 and roll forward. Ball came out. It came out late. It's recovered by West Central. It was Alex Davis on the carry after taking it from the up back position, I believe, and trying to make a few extra yards. He got to the 35 and lost the ball. It was covered by Alex McGraw, I do believe. Actually, it's number 15, Nolan Forbes, I believe, that came up with the ball.
West Central takes over 1st and 10 at the Galva 34.
I thought that was Mason Carnes. It's been a few years. I've seen a lot of people play, but I was pretty sure that was the case, as it's going to be Heat football with 7:06 to go now. And Macomb at LVC, that's an 11-man game. That game just went live from Valley High School. It's live here on TSSR Game Time Live. Stimson back under center, going to give it to Graham Kelly, and he gets dunked up by about 5 blue jerseys. A very short gain, less than 1, so there'll be no gain on the play. Second down and 10. One of the things they're going to move it forward.
For no gain on the play.
Yeah, no gain. It didn't move it forward far enough. Talking to the coaches about defense on Wednesday night, and they were saying it's hard to get multiple players defensively to the ball because they spread out and you're able to spread them out. But that time, they run up the middle. Wildcats had 5 blue jerseys on Graham Kelly, and little to nothing there for the freshman, and they'll bring it back here as we get ready to go. Pitch to McGraw. McGraw's going to run it outside. He's got running room. Across the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown for Alex McGraw, the senior, his second straight touchdown.
Run by
And
number
it's
46-0.
46-0.
West Central 46. Galva 0.
As the Heat now will go for 2 with 6:11 to go. If you're wondering if there is a running clock, there is, but that does not start until the second half. So we'll go through this final 6:11 of the first half in normal mode. There's the handoff to Kelly. Almost fumbled. And again, up the middle, the Wildcats defense has been very good. They stop him again with 3 or 4 blue jerseys getting on Kelly. That's the first conversion not to be successful, but it's 46-0 here in quarter number 2. Wildcats and the Heat. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And, sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
And welcome back one more time to Galva, Illinois. Galva High School, the Wildcats hosting the West Central Heat. West Central leading 46-0 as they get ready to kick off again. The upbacks have taken the last couple of returns for the Wildcats. Last one resulted in a fumble, but it was a good return. One prior was even better, out to the 44-yard line. High kick, short. Up back again, is going to take it right side. He's got running room this time. He's going to go down across the 30 to the 41-yard line. Nice return by Alex Davis as he gets an extra 5 yards from where he fumbled last time. And it'll be 1st and 10. It's good to see a kid get back into it, get the ball, come right back at it, and he didn't mess around that time. He just ran straight ahead, lowered his shoulder, got what he could get, and went to the ground. He took care of the football, so good job by Alex Davis, the 5'10", 178-pound junior, fullback and nose guard for the Wildcats as he comes off the field. Cyrus Hurd in the shotgun here as it's everybody up. Now they're going to split the 4 wide here for the Wildcats. A couple slot receivers back, the 2 wideouts on the line of scrimmage. Short pass completed. Couple-yard gain, going to be a good pass completed to Braxton Holstrom. Holstrom's going to gain. Yeah, we'll give him 3. Good call by the announcer. It's 2nd down and 7.
7 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Thought it might have been a little shorter than that, but the run after the catch by Holstrom kept his feet moving, got him an extra yard. It's 2nd down and 7 for Galva as they split out again into the 4 wide receiver set. Nobody in the backfield with Hurd. He goes short left side. Completion to Logan Hurd. Hurd gets the 3-yard completion.
Gain of 4 yards on the play brings up 3rd down, 3 yards to go for the Wildcats.
3rd and 4. I'm going to call it 3rd and 4, but another 3-yard gain. And a chance for the Wildcats to get a first down here, probably 2-down territory. They're nearing midfield at their own 47-yard line.
Flag on the play. Calls offsides at West Central. It's 5-yard penalty. And an automatic 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
1st and 10 Wildcats. 5-yard penalty at the 48 of the Heat.
1st and 10 Galva from the West Central 47-yard line. Passes to 23 Gustafson. Brought down for no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Timeout on the field going to be called by Coach Mark Jeffrey and the Wildcats. They're having a little trouble getting the broadcast on Peoria Heights. Hopefully they got enough internet. That's always been an issue over there at Peoria Heights. Oddly enough, it's kind of down in a bowl, which makes the internet difficult there. It is a timeout with 3:22 to go here in the first half. We'll have some halftime interviews to play.
These are hard game conversations. NCAA I just because that they gave us back to work.
Pass
intended for number 2.
Funky is incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down. 10 yards to go for the Wildcats.
That's so nice.
Oh, trouble. Hurd gets it up in the air. It's going to be intercepted again. And the interception for the 2nd time by Cooper Gibb, the sophomore.
West Central takes over. 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
So it'll be West Central football once again. with 3:07 to go here in the first half. And a handoff again, going to go right side, low on a shoulder with Jonathan Garner, a freshman. Going to go for a short gain, maybe a couple yards. Funky on his stop. Gain of long 2, short 3. I will call it 3. Second down and 7.
3 yards on the play brings up second down. 7 yards to go to the Heat.
So it is Graham Kelly, I think, up at quarterback now. It is not. Quarterback is Colton Spence, a freshman. At the tackle in the backfield.
Run for West Central.
Aiden Garner on the run. Back there on the stop, I believe Hurd. And
4 on the play.
number 21, Bryant Jeffrey, was back there as well.
And 11 for West Central.
So it is third and short 10, or short 11, long 10, with 1:48 to go.
Flag on the play. Calls delay of game on West Central. It's a 5-yard penalty. Moves the ball back and brings up 3rd and 16 for West Central.
Fourth down coming for the Heat now.
That brings up 4th down for the Heat.
They'll be punting it away to the Wildcats with 1:04 remaining.
Punting for West Central, 23 Gustafson. Back for Galva.
Nice punt. And roll to the 50 and stop right there. Rolls dead on the 50-yard line, right at midfield. So it'll be
Rubish at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10 Wildcats with 47.9 seconds remaining here in the first half. Nice crowd here at Galva High School. Concession stand open to my right as I walked by it earlier. Looked awful yummy. Smelled good as well, but unfortunately, a little late. Wasn't able to get to it. Here's the pass, wide open and overthrown. Intended for number 6, Logan Hurd, and Gustafson.
Injury timeout.
Took a big hit as he threw it. It was number 23, Alec Gustafson, on the pass attempt. Looks like the Bushnell-Prairie City game is live now all our games, it would appear, are live at this point. Caden Strand's doing his first game. A little problem with the sound, maybe.
Yeah, well, today, I mean, it was definitely entertaining.
Have those.
Once again, as we wait on the injury.
Holes showing the carry for the Wildcats.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician.
10 yards to go for the Wildcats.
I was watching the backfield.
So we have 1.2 seconds remaining. Again, we'll have a halftime interview from MDH. As we move forward here through the game, it will be a running clock throughout the second half unless the Wildcats can make something happen here on the last play of the first half.
Fourth down for the Wildcats.
And he's got an open receiver that's going to fall short. It's intercepted and then dropped and then picked up. They're going to call it incomplete. That's how they. He called it incomplete. They dropped it.
Takes us to halftime. The score of West Central, 46. The Galva Wildcats, 0.
So we'll take a break here. We'll be back in just a couple minutes as we play our first
to the field. Your Galva.
halftime.
Welcome back to halftime here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Patrick Osterman, the Director of Business. All right, well, we're here with Bill Murdoch, and this is the second year in a row, Bill, that I've talked to you.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably unfortunately for you. I think you might have been the most talked about interview of all of our MDH interviews last year, though.
I don't know whether I need to be proud of that or ashamed of that. I don't know which one to go with.
Maybe both. I don't know.
Probably.
The thing that I find comical is I gave you a hard time last year, as I said, because, man, you're way up the ladder. You know, you're a high-end employee for me to be talking to, and you're even higher up the road now than you were last year.
Yeah. Yes. Last year when we spoke, I was the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, and since then I've been in the CEO role, Chief Executive Officer here at the hospital for about 8 months now.
Well, not to toot your horn, but everything I hear is good coming out of MDH since you've taken over. So what was your mindset when you stepped into that role, and what do you see MDH doing here this year?
I've never had aspirations to be a CEO of a hospital But we have a great team here, and I just felt it was that time in my career to step in and take over and see how it goes. We have a great team here at MDH, very proud of everybody. They're very passionate and have a lot of pride in the organization. So it just made that job so much easier for me to step into my new role.
Yeah, it's easy to work with people who want to do a good job, isn't it? And it seems like everybody I talk to here is that kind of person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody's engaged, and they want to do well, and they want to succeed. And we want them to succeed here at the organization.
I think MDH has always had a pretty good name in the area. What are you trying to do for MDH to even step that up a little bit more?
Right. So Pat Osterman and myself, we've done a lot of community relationship building, reaching out to the community leaders, reaching out to our competitors to see how we can work together better to be a stronger organization overall.
Yeah, strong organization, and you guys continue to add pieces and parts. You've expanded to Monmouth. We talked a little bit about that with your urgent care and physical therapy. The pharmacy is looking really nice right now.
Right, and it's ready to come online. The construction's finishing up this week, and then next step is to get the certifications, inspections going. So we should be open for business later at the end of this year or first part of January.
So we mentioned last year you're relatively local to the McDonough County area. So you're one of the first CEOs that I remember that's local to McDonough. You have like a foothold in the area. Does that make this job, not that being CEO of any company doesn't have meaning, but does it mean a little more for you because you are from here?
It does, and it helps. I think it builds trust because they know I'm local. I'll have that connection with the community. Yes, my mother owns farmland south of town. My father-in-law owns farmland here. My wife's a bomber. She's a leatherneck. I'm a leatherneck. We got kids that are leathernecks too. So I feel like we have a lot of fabric in the community to take this organization to the next level.
Well, we're going to keep the interview shorter, but I cannot get done with this interview without asking if you got any deer last year.
I did. Actually, yes, I did. And as we talked last year too, I participate Hunters for the Hungry, where we donate our harvest, and I did that last year. So yes, I was successful.
So you spend a lot of time at MDH and helping people, and then you're helping people when you're at home too.
Try to. That's a little different. You know, you're by yourself, and sometimes that's good to decompress and do all that. But yeah, no, it works out well.
So what's been the biggest surprise? You never had any ideas of wanting to be CEO. What's been the biggest surprise so far since you've taken a job?
Oh, I think just the loyalty our staff has for the organization. They want it to do well, and I think with that support has made this job so much better for me.
Well, Bill, I appreciate you talking to me. It's always fun getting to talk to you, so hopefully we'll do it again next year, and we'll have new big things to talk about from MDH.
Let's plan on it, and thank you for your time and having me on again this year after last year.
Hey, not a problem. Like I said, you were the biggest fan, I think, supported video of all of them. So we'll see if you can continue that. Maybe I should give an award.
You think?
I think we should come up with an award.
Okay, you work on that,
okay,
and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, I'll do that. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
My experience with McDonough District.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb. They were so wonderful.
I thought about the staff of MDH. They're all good. This is just the best place for you and your family.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is ViveAir. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The ViveAir procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets a much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
All right, well, we're here with Bill Murdoch. And this is the second year in a row, Bill, that I've talked to you.
Yes, unfortunately.
All right, welcome to halftime here. Patrick Osterman with us, and we talk about behind-the-scenes stuff all the time. The guy running the board right now, kind of crazy.
I don't know if you could get a much higher title running the board behind the scenes of an interview at McDonough District Hospital other than our president and chief executive officer, Bill Murdoch. But we appreciate Bill helping us out.
Yeah, he's game to help with everything. I'm guessing your job has to be a little more relaxed now. He seems to be like a pretty good guy to work with.
I tell you what, Bill has done a fantastic job. You knew just how good of a person he was, having worked with him for the last 5 years prior as our chief financial officer. And when he was promoted to our chief executive officer, I was all excited about it. I think everybody in the organization was very excited about it. You talk about, do you need to do a national search? And our board of directors, I give them all the credit in the world. They listen to the staff. They listen to the community members and said, you got somebody here who knows what they're doing, is a great person, does a great job. He knows the community. He's invested in the community. And it's been a great 2024 so far. And we've got a lot of bright future, a lot of great things that we're looking ahead towards.
Well, it's nice because MDH has been so embedded in the community, right? It is always nice to have somebody at the top and throughout the system that's also embedded in what the community has to offer and needs.
Absolutely. With my job, I do a lot of community relations. I get out, talk with businesses, talk with organizations. And one of the first conversations I had with Bill when he stepped into that new role, he said, Pat, I want to get out in the community. And we've been able to do that. We've gone out and met with our regional healthcare colleagues, CEOs, just talking about what can we do together? Is there anything we can do together? Rural healthcare is tough. There's a lot of challenges we face, but if we work together, maybe play to each other's strengths, I think we can both succeed. And that's the best way that we can help serve our community, help serve the patients that we are here to serve.
Well, and improving your brand is always a good thing, right? Whether it's a hospital or TSSR Game Time Live, improving your brand is a good thing. Getting out in the community helps that, but also expanding your options helps that as well, right?
Absolutely. One of the things you always look at is clinical partnerships. If we can't get a physician here, is there another healthcare organization that we can do what we call a clinical partnership with? Blessing Health is a great example out of Quincy. They bring cardiologists up here, a pulmonologist. We have a urologist that comes up here once a week. So our patients in McDonough County, they don't have to drive down to Quincy or maybe Springfield or maybe Peoria. If we can find those clinical partnerships where they can be seen here in Macomb, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, last year we talked about expanding to Monmouth with you. We talked about the pharmacy. As we talked to Bill, the pharmacy is expanding, and I shouldn't say expand, it's coming to completion. You've done great things, I think, in Monmouth. What's down the road for MDH? Are you at a point that you can talk about anything that's coming?
I think we just got to keep looking on how we can continue to grow, and that's been one of our focal points. We do strategic planning on a quarterly basis. We want to look ahead, 2-3 years down the road, but as we said, there's a lot of dynamics going on in healthcare right now. So if you get too far ahead, you kind of lose sight what could be coming right around the corner. So that's why we try to keep it more of a short term, yet still look ahead to the long term. Like we said, our biggest challenge is how can we continue to grow? We've been here for over 65 years. What can we do as an organization, as a staff, as an administration team to make sure we're still around here for 65 years and beyond?
As public relations guy for the hospital, what do you want to use this opportunity to tell the people that might be watching about MDH in 2024 that's different maybe than what they expected or saw from 2023 or before?
Well, as you just talked about, our clinical expansions, as you said, Monmouth, our MDH Monmouth Clinic, convenience clinic, sports med and rehab. We got great staff up there, and I think that's a common theme. I know Bill talks about this a lot. I 100% on board with this too. I agree 100%. I would think you'd ask any of our staff members, they would say that we got a great team right now. We do a great job working together, and I think that's how we can play to our strengths to help grow. You talked about the community pharmacy. We're excited when that starts coming online and how we can best serve our community. A lot of convenience. I think one thing that we learned from COVID, people love convenience. We got our drive-through labs, and now you got our drive-through community pharmacy. A lot of good things going on. Stay tuned. It's an exciting time right now in our organization.
Well, have some fun at baseball this weekend, okay?
We're going to have some fun. A lot of fall baseball going on as we record this right before the start of high school football season. I know we're going to have a lot of great football games. We want to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this year.
We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on, so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience more.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Galva High School in Galva, Illinois, as the Wildcats playing host to the Heat of West Central. And we hit the scoreboard. It is the start of third quarter, but it's only 46-0. We appreciate you folks watching. Sorry we took such a long, extended halftime there with some dead spots, but we were working on some other broadcast issues from other games. This is the first time this season that we've done broadcasts. Some of them having a few problems getting their audio working or getting the scoreboard working or whatever the case may be. We'll be better next week, though, I promise. This is the first night of broadcasting outside of one volleyball match we did last night in Macomb.
Yeah. Right.
So we are continuing to work through the issues. I think everybody's up and going now. I know that it was a close game at DMAC between West Hancock and DMAC. It was a close game in Scioto between West Prairie Southeastern and Flanagan. That's another 8-man game. BPC, one of the games we were having problems with. 16-0 in the first quarter. BPC up over Peoria Heights. So we're working through a first night of jitters with a first night of the biggest, most broadcasts we've ever done in one night. So we'll get through it. Continue to build from there. This second half should run pretty quick here. We'll have running clock the rest of the game from the start.
Galva will be kicking off to start the third quarter. 81 Wade and 17 McGraw. Back for West Central.
I want to thank Chris Frankhauser and Jason Hulett, my younger brother, doing the broadcast at Peoria Heights. That ball's kicked out of bounds.
Flag on the play.
It'll be a penalty. And a good starting field position for the Heat, who did play their freshman quarterback to end the first half, so I would imagine we'll see more of that. To tell you, as I said, Jason Hulett and Chris Frankhauser. Chris Frankhauser on the call on the BPC game at Peoria Heights. If you want to hook over to that now, that is up and going good, so you can check that out. Luke Little, and I'm not sure who he's got on the camera, maybe Emily on the camera tonight at Deer Creek Mackinac as the West Hancock Titans open their season on the road at Deer Creek Mackinac. In Valley, or I should say in London Mills at Spooner River Valley High School, got John Burton on the call with Tony Wesley and Dylan Albanese on the camera at Scioto, it's Caden Strins making his first call with with TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And on the camera is Will Phelps, I do believe, there. I think that's all. We got Wyatt and Alyssa at Abington Avon tonight as they're playing host to Princeville. There's a end around and a lot of running room again. Bounces outside. Going to be brought down, though. Good pursuit on the far side by the Wildcats. It's a gain of about 3, maybe 4. Funky gets the stop.
Need 4 yards on the play.
To bring up second and a long 6 for the Heat.
Second down, 6 yards to go for the Heat.
So that's everybody we've got at games tonight. So if you would like to, I know that we're using a different computer at Camp Points or at the West Prairie Southeastern game. It looks like we're having some problems with that. It's an HP that doesn't like to sometimes use metered internet. I'm thinking that's what the problem is, so we apologize for that. There's a handoff right side. It's going to go for a gain of 4. It's going to bring up second down and 8.
West Central on the carry.
I want to see what number that was. Number 16, I believe, Jordan Kane on the carry. Junior running back. Junior running back Jordan Kane on the carry. Aaron Christian on the camera for the first time with us tonight. There's a handoff right up the middle, a dive play. It's going to go for 7 or 8. Gain of 7 and a 1st and 10 at the 50 for the
16
Heat. Kane again on the carry. And it'll be a 1st and 10. As we mentioned, it will be a running clock here in the second half. I don't expect the Heat to throw a whole lot.
On the 50-yard line.
Wildcats may throw, but it does not stop on incompletions. And end around again. And in the backfield for a 5-yard loss almost. Back there for the Wildcats, number 54, Alex Davis. Number 44, I believe, Braxton Holstrom.
And Davis on the combined tackle. Brings up second down 14 for West
maybe
Central.
as well. Second and short 15 with 9:30 to go in the third quarter. I believe Colton Spence, the quarterback, still number 9.
Number 16.
It's going to be Kane. Jordan Kane again on the carry. Gets a few yards, maybe 3. It'll be 3rd down and 12 after the carry for Kane.
Of a couple on the play.
Once again, thanks everybody for watching. We greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you're able to enjoy it.
3rd down, 11 yards to go for West Central.
And off up the middle. Going to gain about 5. Again, Jordan Kane on the carry, gains 5. It's going to bring up 4th down and 7 for the Heats.
West Central is in the Galva 47-yard line.
And at the 47. So you need to get just past the 40 to get a 1st down here for West Central. Let us know if everything's working on our end here. Hopefully you're still able to hear us and enjoy the view. I know it's going through anyway. Again, end around, and again, nothing doing. Back there on the stop, Walsh, and also stopped by number 59, Randy Collister. Randy Collister back there to help as well. Loss about 3. It's turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 50-yard line. So the Wildcats a chance to get things moving in the right direction here.
Galva takes over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
7:17 to go. Clock running here in quarter number 3. A different formation here. Handoff right up the middle. Gain of about 2 or 3. It's like on the carry. Number 44, Braxton Holstrom gets the carry. Gain of a short 3.
3 yards on the play.
Second and 7.
Second down, 7 yards to go.
Bird's going to loft it out. He's got it. I think that was a lateral.
23 Gustafson on the carry.
Gustafson on the carry. It's going to go for a short gain, maybe 1. Third down and 6.
Third down, 6 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Once again, thanks for watching here as we move through this second half. It'll be a quick one. We're down to 5:56 to go. Clock still running here in the third quarter. Thrown out and complete. Nice play out there by number 17, Alex McGraw. McGraw with the deflection to knock it down. It was intended, I believe.
It brings up 4th and 6 for the Wildcats.
Might have been Gustafson it was intended for. Not sure who that was intended for. Couldn't see as McGraw got up and knocked it away. So clock still running. As we said, won't stop on incomplete passes here in the second half. 4th and a long 5 for the Wildcats as they go into the tight formation. That could have been a false start probably. And a loft touch back to Gustafson. He's going to try to make something out of nothing. It was a late pitch, and Gustafson's going to be brought down.
23 Gustafson on the carry.
A loss of about 5 on the play. We're at first down and 10 for the Heat at the 49-yard line.
Downs, it'll be first and 10 for West Central.
West Central has the ball again. And again, West Central had their...
West Central takes over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Second string, or their JV team, into the game now. Looks like number 7, Blake Ricketts. He'll go up to the right side as a tight end. It is still number 9, Colton Spence, the quarterback, freshman for West Central. Pitch is going to come near side. The pitch just not working here with these younger kids, but it breaks the tackle, cuts it back, and he's going to go. It is Aiden Gardner, and he's going to go. Aiden Gardner, touchdown for 40.
For the West Central touchdown.
Aiden Gardner.
Run by number 11, Aiden Gardner.
49-yard touchdown run.
Flag on the play.
There was a flag late. Illegal block in the back, I think, or illegal use of the hands. Not sure which they called there. Nonetheless, it's against the Wildcats. It'll be a touchdown for the Heats.
Penalty is on the Wildcats.
Heat will decline it, obviously. Touchdown for Aiden Gardner. His first of the season, at least at the varsity level. Of course, they ain't played any JV games yet, so it would be the first touchdown of the season for Aiden Gardner. Right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back here as we get ready for the kickoff from the 50 after the penalty. Kicking off for the Heat, number 52, that is Jeremy Ford. Nice kick down to the 15. Gustafson, I believe, has it. He's going to run it across and out of bounds, out past the 30 to about the 32-ish yard line. It'll be first and 10 Wildcats.
31-yard line, it'll be first and 10.
Announcer calls it 31. He's got a little better look at it than I do from his height. First and 10 for a 31 for the Wildcats. 3:27 to go in the third quarter. The Bombers in the second half, or second quarter, leading 22-0 over the Miners. Nice run, pushing forward, keeping the feet moving. That is Holstrom on the carry, number 44. Braxton Holstrom, the 5'9", 183-pound sophomore fullback, gets a first down with a gain of about 12.
Galva,
First and 10 at the 43-yard line for Galva.
Wildcats have it first and 10 on their own 43-yard line.
Once again, clock continues to run here. We'll look at Abington and Princeville, see how that game's going right now. Hurd rolls right, throws, it's short, coming back forward, trying to. Was the defensive back.
Throw from number 12, Hurd is incomplete.
That is the aforementioned number 7, Blake Ricketts, the sophomore, in coverage, trying to come back. It was intended for Tommy Funky, but he just could not get to it. The Princes lead the Tornadoes 14-0. Well, nearly another touchdown there. The first and 10 for the Princes in Abington. So a couple good games, a couple not so good games here tonight. There's a handoff once again, and it's going to be good pursuit by the Heat to drop Holstrom to the ground with a short gain.
After a gain of 2 yards.
Third and a very long 8.
Brings up third down.
Trio of white jerseys got to him there to bring him down with a short gain. He was actually hit in the backfield. So once again, it is the final minute of the third quarter here. 52-0 is the score. Running clock here for the second half. And Hurd's going to look to the middle, and Kelly's going to knock it down. Graham Kelly, I do believe, has knocked it away. Intended for Gustafson. It's incomplete, and that'll probably be the final play of the third quarter. Are under 10 seconds left in quarter number 3. As again, clock not stopping on incomplete passes. We'll switch it around. A short walk for these two teams. 10 yards. It'll be 5 on the other side of the 50, and it'll be the fourth quarter. When we come back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, the Heat lead the Wildcats 52-0.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb. They were so wonderful.
I thought about the staff of MDH. They're all good. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back to Galva High School, Galva, Illinois. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Aaron Christian on the camera tonight, since he's got the Wildcats on the screen for you right now. Heat, though, dominating this one. So the Wildcats continue to build back a storied program. I know that 30 years ago in 94, they're celebrating that team this year. They had a great season then. They're trying to use that as a building stone for the new program here, the 8-man program. Fake handoff, looks deep, throws it. Gustafson is going to get, Yep, that's going to be a pass interference penalty on Blake Ricketts. He was face guarding and then ran through Gustafson, who was trying to come back for the ball. That'll get you a flag about 99.9999% of the time. Or at least it should. It's a good call by the official. And Gustafson did a great job of trying to fight back through Ricketts. He could have just continued to run and let it fall, but he did the smart thing, tried to fight back to the ball and gets the penalty. It should be a 15-yard penalty, I believe. I can't remember. Maybe it might be 10 in high school. It is 10 in high school, so it'll be a first down after the penalty. First and 10 at the 45-yard line for the Wildcats.
Pass interference brings a 10-yard penalty and automatic first down for the Wildcats.
There's a handoff up the middle. And breaking some tackles, still moving his feet. A good run for the big guy, number 44, Braxton Holstrom.
44 Holstrom.
5'9", 183 sophomore. And Wildcats have a player down on the far side.
5 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Wildcats. Injury timeout.
Let's see who that is over there. Might be Holstrom. Looks like he's got a cramp. Players take a knee. Would be a good time to get a drink of water. It's cooled down. It actually feels a lot cooler now, but the humidity, I think, is still pretty high, which when you're out there playing, it's equally as bad. Checking into the ball game, going to be number 99, Ben Burris, a 6'1", 210-pound freshman. Guard and defensive tackle is going to check into the ball game. And that is number 44, Braxton Holstrom. As he gets up, he's going to come off the field under his own power. Good to see that after a big run. He wanted to get back in the game. He's coach and the athletic trainer's like, we can't do that. You got to sit out for a play. First game, not a surprise, even with the cooler temperatures here as we go through the game. It was pretty warm when we started. Seeing some cramps, not a surprise here at this time of the year. It's pretty regular. Pretty common. So here we go. 2nd down and 5. Nice gain. See who the ball carrier was there. Still trying to get up. It was number 54, Alex Davis. Jordan Kane and others on the stop for the Heats. 3rd down and a short 4, long 3 here with under 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Hurd up under center, fakes the handoff, throws the slant to Gustafson. Nice completion, and it should be good enough for a first down. Gain of about 5. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats with 9:18 to go in the fourth quarter. And I forgot to change the quarter, folks. I apologize.
10 for the Wildcats.
Do that now. It is the fourth quarter.
Galva has it first and 10 at the West Central 33-yard line.
Third shotgun again. We'll see what they spread into. They're going to spread into two wides with a fullback back in the ball game. Is number 44, Holstrom. Going to throw again. This time a little out pattern falls incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
For number 2, Funky is incomplete.
Gustafson seems to be the slant runner. Funky likes to go out to the sideline, it seems like. But every time they've thrown, that's been what has happened. See if that continues, as we probably will see some more throwing from the Wildcats. Second down and 10. Trying to get on the scoreboard, get the goose egg off, and keep from getting skunked here in the home opener of the 2024 season for the I8FA. Of course, the championship game in Monmouth on November 22nd. You'll be able to watch that here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And a timeout is going to be called, as getting them to the line a little late, I think, for Cyrus Hurd's liking. So a timeout called with 7:51 to go here in quarter number 4. Again, a lot of other ball games going on tonight. Of course, the opening night. There was one I8FA game last night. It was 28-6 win for Metro East over Unity Christian in Decatur.
So you get your hands on one of those before they're all gone. In support, Galva High School volleyball squad.
So that was the only 8-man football game of the night last night. But full action. I got some games tomorrow as well in I8FA and IHSA 11-man football. So there will be some games throughout. We'll have some games next Friday and Saturday, as officials are difficult to come by sometimes. So you'll see some Thursday night and some Saturday games more often than you did in years past, and that is the reason why. But we will do our best to try to cover some more of those as we move forward. After the timeout, the Wildcats come back on the field facing a third, make that second and 10. We're about to 33 of the heat. Fake the handoff and trying to follow the running back forward with Cyrus Hurd. He's going to go for maybe a 2-yard gain. We'll see where they mark it. Looks like a gain of 2. It'll bring up third down and 8.
Third down, 8 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Once again, thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the camera work. Aaron, first time he's done a football game, doing a pretty darn good job. Of course, he follows race cars most of the time, so you might have heard him say earlier that this is a little slower. It's fast-paced for most people, but when you're used to videoing race cars, I suppose it is a little slower. Now Hurd drops back, throws it into a slant, and it's Funky, and it is a first down. A gain of about 13 yards, first and 10, inside the 20 to the 28-yard line on the completion of Funky, and he proved me wrong. I said just the last time he threw that way, everything was to the outside for him. That was a slant, and it worked to perfection. A first and 10 for the Wildcats at the 18-yard line. Let's see if we can get a couple of coaches up here. I don't know how hard it is to get.
West Central,
There's a gate down there. I think they can get up here maybe. See if we can get the coaches to come up and talk to us after the game. Hurd back under center again. 2 wideouts, 1 setback. Setback has the ball. It is Holstrom. He's going to go for a gain of about 5 yards. We'll see where they mark it. It's either 4 or 5. And Holstrom down again, I think. Another possible cramp here. Give him a gain of 4. It's going to be second down and a short 6.
Injury timeout.
As you see the far sideline, the Heats is Coach Jason Kirby and crew are over there. Actually, I don't see Coach Kirby in the mix over there. Coach Unruh was over there earlier. There's Coach Kirby, I do believe. It is. Going down talking to some of the players. Coach Unruh was here earlier. He had a family matter that he was supposed to go to today. Said that if things were under control, he might. But we had lucky enough to have lunch with Coach Jim Unruh today, so that was awesome to see him join our crew of people that meet every Friday. Macomb together, a bunch of sports writers and broadcasters, current and years gone by. Caden got his first view into that. So we're happy to have some new members coming in. You'll see some more stuff being broadcast. We got soccer coming up Tuesday night from Macomb High School. Caden Strins and Joey Yelich will be on the call for that. As hopping up and going to walk off against Braxton Holmstrom. With 6:03 to go and a couple cramps in, I wonder if that might be the last we see of Braxton Holmstrom. Of course, I know they'd like to get a touchdown, so we'll see if he comes back out. He's going to take a big drink of water right there. That's probably, the trainer's probably been preaching to him all day to drink water, and not going to stop now. So get him off the sideline, let him drink a little water, see if he can get back in there and help the Wildcats score a touchdown here. Hurd back under center again. 2 wideouts, 1 setback. Ball's on the ground. Hurd picks it up. It's going to work. He goes forward. He's going to be inside the 5, I do believe, or down close to it.
Number 12, Hurd on the carry.
It's a gain of about 10. It's first and goal for the Wildcats.
First down.
First and goal for the Wildcats, the 4-yard line. And they are knocking on the door. Gustafson runs the play in.
For the Wildcats from the West Central 3-yard line.
Holstrom's talking to Coach Jeffrey right now, saying, Coach, I want in there. I want the touchdown. But Coach Jeffrey is keeping him on the sideline for the moment anyway. Going to try it again here as Hurd walks to the line of scrimmage. Same formation. Handoff. Nope, fake. Hurd keeps it, and he's going to be stuffed. Jordan came there on a big hit. Got close to the goal line, though. A gain of 3. It's going to be second and goal at the 1 for the Wildcats as they're trying to get the goose egg off the scoreboard here with 4:35 remaining.
Down to the 1-yard line.
3-yard gain for her.
Goal for the Wildcats.
Wildcats scoreboard isn't in their favor, but they are playing hard. They've played hard all night. I don't think that and Hurd drops back. He's going to roll right. He's got running room. Cuts it up and in. A touchdown for the Wildcats. Cyrus Hurd from 1 yard out with 3:57 to go. And the Wildcats are on the board.
Cyrus Hurd. West Central 52. Galva 6.
I didn't hear anything, Darcy.
Hey, is that a loud cup I hear? No? I have one. That's why I was asking. I was asking if that's what it was, because that's what it sounded like. Is it? It's sad that I knew what that was just by hearing it, isn't it? And it's a 2-point conversion is good. Holmstrom comes in. Oh, excuse me, that's Bolts. That's the pass.
West Central 52.
It's 52 to 8 as we work through the fourth quarter here. 3:57 remaining. Yeah, you hear what I'm talking about, folks. There's a cup that has a noisemaker in it. If you blow in one side, it makes noise. You can drink out of the other, keep stuff a little warm for a while, a little cool for a while, but it's all about the noise it makes. If you haven't heard of it, you can look it up online. Are the Wildcats. This is their second kick. They kick to start the second half. Squib kick, and it goes out of bounds again at about the 37-yard line. Maybe the 38, that's where they should get the ball, will the Heat. As the clock running with 3:45 remaining in the football game. When you get into games like this, you find crazy things to talk about sometimes. So if it happens to be at the official's expense, so be it. Exactly. Handoff up the middle. Clock still runs. Second down, no gain on the play. Pile of blue and white jerseys coming up off the bottom of the pile for the Wildcats. Cole Bulch helping to make the stop. Also down there, number 59, Randy Collister. As they were making a big pile, and I would imagine that the Heat will be content to. I got a little more gain than I thought they did. They gave him a solid yard, almost 2. At least the down marker did. That's where they placed the ball. Here we go. And there's a procedure. It is on the right side. A false start on the split end out here, or the flanker, whatever you want to call him. And it's a 5-yard penalty to bring up, second and about 13 or so. 13 or 14, depending on which one.
Second down, 13 yards to go.
The announcer says 13, and that's what it's got to be. Second and 13. 1:43 remaining, as that does take some more time off the clock. Back into the game is going to be Ben Burris, number 99, coming out. Number 6, Logan Herr for the Wildcats.
13 for the Heat.
It's 3rd and 13. And they're counting, so it's going to take several seconds here. And running left side, they'll get it under 40, I think. Nope, they're going to beat it up. Grace is off a tackle. It'll be brought down finally, a loss, but I think they got under 40. I don't think they'll have to snap again.
Fourth down for the Heat.
Do not believe they have to snap again. We'll wait and see here officially. Nope, they do not have to. That'll bring the game to an end. They got under 40 seconds. And that'll be the ball game. Final score, 52-8. The Heat get a win over the Wildcats of Galva, as the two teams will line up at the 50-yard line and do the traditional handshake. So the first game by the TSSR staff is in the books. As the Heat get a 52-8 win over the Wildcats. And that does finally end the game. Last 25 or 30 seconds. Wind off the clock. The Heat open the season 1-0. The Wildcats 0-1. We'll take a 4 or 5 minute break here, and we'll be back with Coach Kirby, I hope, and Coach Jeffrey as well. If they find their way up here, we'll give them a few minutes. We'll be back in just a few minutes live from Galva High School. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
All right, welcome to halftime here. Patrick Osterman with us, and we talk about behind-the-scenes stuff all the time. The guy running the board right now, kind of crazy.
I don't know if you could get a much higher title running the board behind the scenes of an interview at McDonough District Hospital other than our president and chief executive officer, Bill Murdoch. But we appreciate Bill helping us out.
Yeah, he's game to help with everything. I'm guessing your job has to be a little more relaxed now. He seems to be like a pretty good guy to work with.
I tell you what, Bill has done a fantastic job. You knew just how good of a person he was, having worked with him for the last 5 years prior as our chief financial officer. And when he was promoted to our chief executive officer, I was all excited about it. I think everybody in the organization was very excited about it. You talk about, do you need to do a national search? And our board of directors, I give them all the credit in the world. They listen to the staff. They listen to the community members and said, you got somebody here who knows what they're doing, is a great person, does a great job. He knows the community. He's invested in the community. And it's been a great 2024 so far. And we've got a lot of bright future, a lot of great things that we're looking ahead towards.
Well, it's nice because MDH has been so embedded in the community, right? It is always nice to have somebody at the top and throughout the system that's also embedded in what the community has to offer and needs.
Absolutely. With my job, I do a lot of community relations. I get out, talk with businesses, talk with organizations. And one of the first conversations I had with Bill when he stepped into that new role, he said, Pat, I want to get out in the community. And we've been able to do that. We've gone out and met with our regional healthcare colleagues, CEOs, just talking about what can we do together? Is there anything we can do together? Rural healthcare is tough. There's a lot of challenges we face, but if we work together, maybe play to each other's strengths, I think we can both succeed. And that's the best way that we can help serve our community, help serve the patients that we are here to serve.
Well, and improving your brand is always a good thing, right? Whether it's a hospital or TSSR Game Time Live, improving your brand is a good thing. Getting out in the community helps that, but also expanding your options helps that as well, right?
Absolutely. One of the things you always look at is clinical partnerships. If we can't get a physician here, is there another healthcare organization that we can do what we call a clinical partnership with? Blessing Health is a great example out of Quincy. They bring cardiologists up here, a pulmonologist. We have a urologist that comes up here once a week. So our patients in McDonough County, they don't have to drive down to Quincy or maybe Springfield or maybe Peoria. If we can find those clinical partnerships where they can be seen here in Macomb, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, last year we talked about expanding to Monmouth with you. We talked about the pharmacy. As we talked to Bill, the pharmacy is expanding, and I shouldn't say expanding, it's coming to completion. You've done great things, I think, in Monmouth. What's down the road for MDH? Are you at a point that you can talk about anything that's coming?
I think we just got to keep looking on how we can continue to grow, and that's been one of our focal points. We do strategic planning on a quarterly basis. We want to look ahead, 2-3 years down the road, but as we said, there's a lot of dynamics going on in healthcare right now. So if you get too far ahead, you kind of lose sight what could be coming right around the corner. So that's why we try to keep it more of a short term, yet still look ahead to the long term. Like we said, our biggest challenge is how can we continue to grow? We've been here for over 65 years. What can we do as an organization, as a staff, as an administration team to make sure we're still around here for 65 years and beyond?
As public relations guy for the hospital, what do you want to use this opportunity to tell the people that might be watching about MDH in 2024 that's different maybe than what they expected or saw from 2023 or before?
Well, as you just talked about, our clinical expansions, as you said, Monmouth, our MDH Monmouth Clinic, convenience clinic, sports med and rehab. We got great staff up there, and I think that's a common theme. I know Bill talks about this a lot. I 100% on board with this too. I agree 100%. I would think you'd ask any of our staff members, they would say that we got a great team right now. We do a great job working together, and I think that's how we can play to our strengths to help grow. You talked about the community pharmacy. We're excited when that starts coming online and how we can best serve our community. A lot of convenience. I think one thing that we learned from COVID, people love convenience. We got our drive-through labs, and now you got our drive-through community pharmacy. A lot of good things going on. Stay tuned. It's an exciting time right now in our organization.
Well, have some fun at baseball this weekend, okay?
We're going to have some fun. A lot of fall baseball going on as we record this right before the start of high school football season. I know we're going to have a lot of great football games. We want to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this year.
We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their health care.
All right, welcome back here. Coach Jeffrey with us. And, Coach, I know the score isn't what you wanted, but I'm going to tell you, I felt like your kids played really hard tonight.
Oh, yeah. This is, I think the score might be identical from last year's first game. But, man, if you know what you know, it's light years different. Like, it's so different than what it was last year. We're, 3 or 4 plays, we're 1 inch away from getting that pass or 1 block away from breaking one, and they're getting it. Our problem is every year we're kind of starting over, getting new players every year, which is great to get new players out. But at some point we got to get that rhythm and get it rolling. So that's what we're hoping to put together by the end of the year, to get that rhythm, get stronger every week.
Well, you had a good crowd tonight. They were in the game the whole time. You had kids out there playing hard. You don't get the feel that you've been struggling, which is nice for you as a coach. The kids are playing hard. The crowd's here to support you. Mm-hmm. They aren't giving up on this group, are they?
Oh, no. This is the thing about Galva is, man, it's a blue collar. We have coaches coming to practice, man, and they're wringing wet with sweat from head to toe, and it's like they don't care. They don't care that they just work 12 hours and now they got to put in 3 more. That's just what we do. Like everybody in the town's got 2 or 3 jobs. They do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. I do a little coaching on the side, do a little helping at the community center. That's just kind of the spirit of Galva. And so we just want to reward them, though, by starting to really, really be able to put it together. And so we got 5 new guys that we can kind of add to the mix next week. We really hope and think that they're going to kind of make a difference, get some of these guys that's going 2 ways a break, you know what I mean? And all those little things matter.
Well, I talked about that during the game. And guys like Holstrom, who plays all the time, had a couple cramps and had to come out, and you didn't put him back in. I bet I saw him talking to you.
Yeah.
When it was first and goal, and he wanted back in. But, at that point, right, you want to protect your kids a little bit. But if you have those 5, maybe he gets to sit out a play or 2 here or there, which allows him not to have that problem.
Oh, you have no idea. It's night and day. Just the fact that in practice this week we had a full 8-on-8, with our scout. It makes just like that's why we were able to look like we did tonight, which is a lot better, like I said, than we did last year. Just little things like the guys on kickoff. They knew exactly where to go. Guys on kickoff return. We had 2 good-looking onside kicks. Like, those are things that we didn't have to probably game 4 or 5 last year because guys just were so dead and so tired. Having those 5 extra guys, I promise you, next week you're going to see it's going to be different.
Well, I'm waiting to see what the score is of the West Prairie Flanagan game, but BPC is up 30-0 on Peoria Heights.
Oh, that was the one. I thought that was game of the week. I thought that was must-see TV, the P Heights BPC game. So I got to say I'm a little shocked by that one.
We talked Wednesday night, and you said that you wanted to be the disruptor. You wanted your team to be the disruptor. People maybe look over, and then it comes time, and you're here playing. I think the kids showed tonight that they can, against the right teams, that can happen.
Yeah. And it's like I said, it's a work in progress. A lot of things that we're doing in the games, it's our first time doing it. Not as far as repping it, but seeing it at this speed and this intensity, like this is just certain things we can't really simulate in practice. But like I said, now that we've got this 5 guys, it's a lot closer to this than just a scout team where you're just kind of running over them. And so I think that's going to make a big difference, and that's going to give us that intensity in practice that we need to be the disruptors. And I think it's going to give us a little bit of an edge. Like, this was the first time in 3 years that we almost had like a couple fights at practice. Like, guys are getting at each other, but they're not used to having to work that hard. They're used to just being able to, if it's scout, we're going. So now, we got these new 5 guys. They're all freaking athletes. You know what I mean? They're all freakishly good. So it's going to disrupt some things. Now, there's going to be some disruptions at practice too, because that might mean a person that was normally starting here, that might be something we have to talk about, make some hard decisions this week. But that's just all a part of getting better, man. It's all about the team, less of me and more we.
Yeah, and that's that's a problem, right? I saw a volleyball team last night played a completely different lineup essentially in game 2 as they did game 1, because they've got such good kids on the bench that they can do that. But part of the deal of playing sports is the tough decisions that a coach has to make, and that the players have to sometimes take, hearing words and things they don't want to hear.
Oh yeah, we're going to have some tough conversations this week, and it's really not though. To me, it's not tough to me, because to me it's all about the program. It's all about the team. Like I said, more we, less of me. But, for a 16-year-old, 17-year-old, that is tough. And we understand that. So we have to put a little sugar, on everything we say and do.
Right.
But at the same time, that is something that we're going to have to talk about. And we're going to have to let them know this is why we're doing it. This is, this is what we hope to see from this. And I almost guarantee you that you are going to see it. But this is, it's just about the program, man. We gotta make decisions based on what's going to be best for us coming up against Ridgewood, the state runner-up last year.
You guys play a gauntlet to start this thing, don't you?
Oh, yeah. That's how we like it.
So you got Ridgewood next week, and then is it Amboy after that?
You got Amboy after that, and then
West
week
Central.
4, West Central is back here. So
it's
that'd be our military night. That one's kind of special for us. A couple of our coaches are military guys, and one of our coaches that passed away last year, he was a military guy, and so that night's really special to us. So we told him, hey, this was the first time. Next time we play, it's gotta look different.
Yeah, and the nice thing is well, I say nice thing. Ridgewood and Amboy kind of threw that out the window, but usually the game is a little closer the second time, right? Because you've learned some things. Of course, they've learned some things too, but the underdog has figured out some things they can do.
Right.
The kids feel like maybe they can compete a little more. The game's just a little different the second time around for you guys, and for what you guys are trying to build, that's pretty much what you have to do at this point.
Oh yeah, that's kind of perfect for us. I mean, because here's the thing. We told the guys earlier, we really got nothing to lose. Like, we're the ones that are, everybody's got us the underdog. So we got no real pressure on us. We got nothing to lose. We just got to come out and fight. But that second time around, we know exactly what they're going to do. And because they won this game so decidedly, I don't think they're going to just change up what they're doing. You know what I mean? Because they don't have to. They don't have to make adjustments and things like that. So we know exactly what they're going to do. And so we should be ready the next time around.
And I understand that they had their second string in, but in the second half and stuff. But you guys, your pursuit improved, I felt like, in the second half. In the backfield, you were making tackles, and you were in position. There was a couple times you were in position, but again, the first half. But as the game went on, your kids got in better positions, it felt like.
Yeah, and that's the like you asked the other night about what's our goal for the year. I think that's a good goal. A good goal is let's play 4 quarters. Like, let's play in the first quarter like we play in the fourth quarter. Because every game in the fourth quarter, we've got it. We picked up. We got the rhythm going. We're making plays. We're trusting ourselves a little bit better. We just got to transfer that to, like, all right, as soon as the game starts, let's go ahead and get it going and not wait until, we're 3 quarters in to get it going. We want to play 4-quarter football. I think that's an excellent goal.
I would agree. I think that's what every coach's goal is, right? No matter how good or bad your team is playing.
Because you can be good and still kind of flop in a couple quarters because you're up 2. That might be even harder. But, yeah, we really want to come out with that intensity at the beginning of the game.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming up and talking to us. We appreciate it. I know we're going to see you a few more times this year, so I'm excited to see the improvement you guys make because you can tell the kids are working hard.
Oh, yeah. Great attitudes, supporting each other. That's another thing. This time last year, by the end of probably the first quarter, we were kind of falling apart, pointing fingers and different things. Like, we were just kind of a mess a little bit. And this year, it feels a lot more collected. It feels a lot more together. And that's all we need. I think things will get better. We pointed out several things that, like, all right, let's fix this little thing, that little thing, that little thing, and it's a different game. We don't have these monstrous deficits that we got to make up. We don't have these huge chasms that we got to fill. It's just little things, little detailed things, and that's on us as coaches. We have to tailor a practice to hit those points that we know we're going to see on Friday night, and so I'll take the blame for that one. That one's on us. We got to tighten up the practices, make every freaking minute count.
All right, Coach. Well, we'll see you down the road. Thanks for coming up and talking to us, and good luck until we see you again.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dwayne.
Thank you, sir.
You guys have a good night. Safe travel back.
We'll do our best. That'll do it from Galva High School, 52-8. The final score, the Heat get the win over Galva. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon. In fact, we got soccer on Tuesday, volleyball all next week, and then football again on Friday. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you.